listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
It's Oh Behave with Arden Moore, the show that teaches you how to have harmony in the household with your pets. Join Arden as she travels coast to coast to help millions better understand why cats and dogs do what they do. Get the latest scoop on famous faces, their perfectly pampered pets, and who's walking who in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails. Garner great pet tips and have a doggone fur-flying fun time. So get ready for the pause and applause as we unleash your Oh Behave host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome to the Oh Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Hey, he's back and unleashed and ready to protect your dogs and cats from nasty fleas. I mean, you just whisper his name and dogs sit, stay, and behave. I want us all to give pause and applause to the dog whisperer, Cesar Millan. Hey, man, glad to have you back.
Arden.
Hey, Cesar, what's up, man?
What's up? I like your energy. You keep me awake. I love it.
All right, that's it. I'm your Java, baby. I'm your Java today.
That's you are. That's right.
All right. Well, let's have some fun. I know the time's limited, but let's get going.
I love that introduction. Unleash. That's awesome.
I've been working all day. I've been like a good Labrador for you.
How you doing? How are you? You know, exciting time, right? Spring and summer is coming up.
Oh, yeah. Last time we saw each other, we were in L.A., darling. You're with your son, I believe, Calvin.
Calvin, I miss him a lot. So I was saying about, spring and summer, this is when most of the people walk their dogs.
Yep.
And, but one thing, we have to remind it, it's about fleas and ticks. That's, the more you expose your dog to the outside door, including beaches, a lot of times people think, well, at the beach is salty water, but it's fleas at the beach. So the point of this is just to be proactive, to make sure we keep our dogs healthy. One of the products that we use at the ranch, at the Dog Psychology Center, is Frontline. We have 20 dogs, a horse, and a llama, and we don't have a problem with fleas or ticks. But we do this all year round. It's something that I suggest to people to think about all year round, once a month. Consult your vet so they can tell you exactly where to put it and the amount. Because it goes by weight.
I got to tell you, fleas and ticks, I can't wait for you to train them. Back off. But in the interim, I know you've got a new book out. You got a new TV show. You're busier than a lab fetching 1,000 tennis balls. Tell us a little bit about a few tips on how we can protect our dog and cat from fleas and ticks.
Well, like I say, a vet can give you advice where to put it in the body. Like I'm suggesting to use Frontline Plus, which is the brand that we use at the ranch. We got 20 dogs. We don't have an issue with fleas and ticks. I don't have a cat, to give you any advice about that, but I'm pretty sure your vet can tell you exactly. But, can I say something for the vets?
Let's do it.
Thank you. A lot of times people bring their dogs to the vet or their cats, but I'm going to focus on dogs since that's what I know best. When the dog feels ill or when the dog feels in pain, and my suggestion is to create a positive experience. Bring a dog when he feels awesome, when he feels great, when he feels joyful, Bring a dog after the walk to the vet so he comes in there and rests. It's, many veterinarians have air conditioning, so it would be a perfect place, a good excuse to go to the vet just to rest. You don't even have to, the vet doesn't even have to come out. It's just for the dog to have a positive experience at the office.
Yeah, I play vet roulette with my 2 dogs and 2 cats. We bring them all in when it's just a wellness visit, and each one doesn't know which one's going to get poked or prodded, but they all get treats and all get greeting from my vet. So I'm taking your advice, Cesar. I'm making it a fun place to come.
Yeah, it helps a lot. That's the whole point of being preventative, being proactive and making sure our dogs have an amazing experience no matter where they go.
And you bring up a good point. These fleas and ticks, man, they don't know any geographical zip code barriers, do they? They're all over the place.
They don't care if it's a pit bull or a chihuahua. They will jump on anything.
That's right. That's right.
We can learn a little bit from the fleas, because they don't care what it is. They embrace everybody. But we as a human, we can embrace it in a loving way. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I get you. We're going to make those fleas flee with your Frontline. And tell me about your new book. You got a new book out, man. You're like a New York Times bestseller. I think this is book number 6.
Well, to me, education is really what's very important, We love dogs, but not a lot of people know about dogs. And it's not so much about training a dog as much as it's training yourself. What's principles? What's the law of nature? What is it that I practice? What's the fundamentals that I always talk about? How to create calm energy. Believe it or not, a lot of people talk about calm, but they don't know how to be calm, right? So a lot of people think, well, I'm quiet, therefore I'm calm. But they're still thinking, therefore they're not, right? And so it's very, very important to understand the meaning of the word, and then so you can execute the feeling. And assertive, a lot of times, people feel assertive. I don't want to be mean to my dog. No, assertive means freedom of doubt. That means you're confident.
Right.
And when you're confident, the dog feels safe. So if you combine calm and assertive, then you can actually call yourself leader of the pack.
That's very well put. Not bad from a guy who works with some university called Yale. That's not bad. Hey, now your book is called A Short Guide to a Happy Dog, 98 Essential Tips and Techniques, correct?
That's correct. A very important thing for people to know is don't focus on what the dog is doing wrong. Focus on why my dog is behaving that way. What's missing? What do I need to do? It really puts you in a different frame of mind, because now you have more empathy to the dog and actually take responsibility. Dogs want to make sure you're happy. They don't want to make your life miserable. That's not their goal in life. Their goal in life is for you to live a harmonious, balanced life. But if you don't provide that, they're going to show you by misbehaving. That's the way of expressing, I need help.
Yeah, because they can't send you a nasty email. They don't have thumbs.
It will be a lot of bad emails,
Yeah, woof, woof, woof. You have me woof. Yeah. So give me a tip from your book that we can share with our listeners.
Well, like I say, if a dog is jumping, we focus on why the dog jumped, number one, the situations, the issues, and then how to address it. So there is a lot of tips. But more important is like why the dog do it. I think that's what people was missing in the other books. So in the other books, I explained the philosophy. Now is philosophy with executing the plan.
Okay, now you started out this year, 2013. Oh my gosh, you were like a high energy puppy. How's your series on Nat Geo Wild going, Leader of the Pack?
Well, we're going to start shooting season 2. We're very excited about it. This time we do it here in America. We did it in Spain.
Yeah, and I want you to please say it, Mr. Me, I took French, not Spanish. So tell me the Spanish show that was on Nat Geo Mundo.
Oh, El Líder de la Manada.
Oh, that sounds so good. Okay, so tell me about the second season, Cesar.
Second season is going to be shot here in America. It's going to be done at Santa Clarita, the ranch, where we have more help, and we're going to make sure that dogs in America also get the help, that we are promoting,
And how do people get to learn more about your show, you, and this new campaign you're having with Frontline?
Well, thank you so much. People can always go to CesarsWay.com for questions and for everything we're doing. And Frontline, they can always visit Frontline.com. The more you know, the more comfortable you become, the more you believe in things.
Now, I got to make sure, are you still celebrating your birthday now with Scooby-Doo?
Yes, we do. We're 43.
Oh, my
he doesn't mind when I know.
I wonder you know what? You should tell everybody what you are in dog years. I tell everybody Betty White is 15 in dog years. You never get old, man.
Thank you so much, Arden.
I really enjoy you being on the show. Come back when you got more time, but you're doing great things, and hang in there, man. I'm giving you a big paws up, Cesar.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. I'm so glad we just heard from the man, Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer. That guy, they've got him going from one radio show to the next. So we got him while we can. He promises to come back and speak a little bit more. But as you can see, he's really trying to help you figure out why in tarnation is my dog doing what he's doing. That's the root to what's happening in the behavior problems. So here's what we're going to have a little fun. We're going to take a quick commercial break because we've got to pay for this show. And when we come back, we're going to play a little game about Cesar Millan trivia. And I'm going to award an autographed copy of my latest book. It's called What Dogs Want. It's 100 postures, expressions, and actions. I decode them for you, and you get to understand what the heck your dog is doing, what you can do about it, when you need to go to the veterinarian, and how to just have a great relationship with your dog. So we are going to give this to the 101st person who emails Arden at fourleggedlife.com. That's F-O-U-R, leggedlife.com. And you will get your paws on an autographed copy of my latest book, What Dogs Want. But let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Time for a walk on the red carpet, of course. All Behave will be back in a flash right after these messages.
They are my friends. Now I love my pets.
I Love My Pets, the new single by Mark Winter. Available on iTunes.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hey, this is Catherine Heigl, and you are listening to Miss Arden Moore on Oh Behave on Pet Life Radio. Tune in for more fantastic ideas and tips for your dogs and cats and pets.
We're back from the lot. Just checked the paper and we had a record showing at the box. The letterbox, that is. Now back to Oh Behave. Here's Arden.
Welcome back to the O Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Cesar Millan just left, and he didn't whisper at all. He had a big message to shout out. He wants to keep your dogs and cats protected from fleas and ticks, not only now, but 24/7, 365 days a year. You can go to CaesarsWay.com to find out more what he's up to and check out his relationship with Frontline.com. As promised, I'm now going to give an autographed copy of my latest, greatest book. It's called What Dogs Want. It contains 100 postures, expressions, and actions that dogs do, and I explain to you. Now, I got a degree in communications from Purdue University, but in my household, the ones who really communicate best have 4 legs. I'm talking about Chipper and Cleo, my 2 dogs. So for all of you that have dogs of all shapes and sizes, we really need to communicate with our pets. Here's the hiccup. Dogs are very consistent and very candid in what they're trying to tell us in how they speak and how they posture. We kind of unintentionally trip them up because we're human after all. I mean, think about learning a foreign language. One word we have in English may be something completely different definition for somebody that's speaking Spanish. So we have to be kind of careful with our words and our postures. So here we go. What we're going to do is I'm going to give this signed book to the person, the 101st person who emails Arden at 4-Legged Life with the code word Cesar, and you get your paws on this book. So let's have some fun. Now, you were listening to the show a bit. Please name the cartoon character who has the exact same birthday and was born in the same birth year as Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer. I would sing a little Jeopardy theme song here, but I don't want to scare you away with my singing. Question number 2. Believe it or not, Cesar Millan is an Ivy Leaguer. Well, sort of. He created what's called a Mutt Agrees curriculum in collaboration with the North Shore Animal League. And what Ivy League school? Name the Ivy League school. Now, I love this. Cesar, one of his most favorite quotes is this: be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Who said that famous quote? Who originated that? I'll give you a big clue. He is an author of children's books. He's no longer here, but he is the classic guy, and all his books rhyme. And Jim Carrey has played one of his characters. Am I getting any warmer for you guys? Okay. Now, Cesar Millan has clients that include NASA astronauts, Hollywood's A-list. One of his latest clients he helped with a dog issue was Jillian Michaels, the gal that's on The Biggest Loser. There's no way I'm going to take that gal on in push-ups. But name the famous Hollywood couple who really got the career started for Cesar Millan here in the United States. And I'll give you a big clue. Their last name is not Jones, but Smith. Okay. Name Cesar's 2 sons. We mentioned one of them on this episode. And finally, you know you've made it as a celebrity, like a Cesar Millan, when you can be the target of parodies. Cesar has been satirized on South Park. I love that show. Saturday Night Live. And he was even a question response on Jeopardy, one of my favorite shows. So what we're going to do, send me, Arden at 4-Legged Life, code word Cesar. Hopefully you can answer some of these questions. And we're going to give a signed autographed copy of my latest book, What Dogs Want, to one of your lucky listeners. All right, I'm going to hold you not in suspense any longer. I'm actually going to give you some answers so you know, because we don't want you to have to answer the questions. But Scooby-Doo and Cesar were both born in 1970. They have the same birthday and birth year. Cesar's connection to the Ivy League schools? The answer? Yale. Now, who said that famous quote? Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind? Well, the one and only Dr. Seuss. The couple, the power couple in Hollywood that really got Cesar Millan's career started here in the United States, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. All right. So the other news I want to share with you guys, mark your calendars for June 21st. We are going to unleash the 3rd annual National Dog Party Day. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is the party of the year, and we have 3 missions in this party. 1, we want to sneak in good doggy manners. 2, we want the two-leggers, that's you, to finally go to a party where you have a great time and you don't have to worry about what you're wearing, what you're saying. You get to live in the moment with your best friend, your dog. And 3rd, we raise money and awareness for hardworking pet charities. This year, I am delighted to announce that we have parties going on simultaneously in Austin, Dewey Beach, Delaware, Orlando, and San Diego. You can grab more details by going to dogpartyday.com. We are going to benefit these charities. In Austin, we're going to help Bark for Life. This is a group that is combating canine cancer. In Dewey Beach, Delaware, small but mighty, we are going to benefit a foster and adoption group called Faithful Friends. In Orlando, oh man, I'm so excited about this one. We are going to reach out for the group called Dogs for Disabled Veterans in the entire state of Florida. These are dogs that are trained to help our military personnel. And finally, in San Diego, we're going to benefit Second Chance Dog Rescue, a great group that does literally give well-behaved, great dogs a second chance at having a wonderful permanent home. And I'm also happy to announce that our big national media sponsor overseeing it, the top dog of media for National Dog Party Day, is, Pet Life Radio. So you got to check them out and lend some support to them too. Actually, Dog Party Day is a Double Dog Day celebration because we team up with Pet Sitters International, and they are the ones who came up with that whole idea called Take Your Dog to Work Day. So on June 21st, that's a Friday, we are going to work like a dog by day. That is Take Your Dog to Work Day. Then we're going to party like a pup, and that will be National Dog Party Day. Tickets are $25, all tax deductible. These are donations, and everybody who comes to the party will leave at the end with a full wag bag valued at $50 to $100. So what an investment. You're helping a great cause, you're having a great date with your dog, and you're going to just make this a better place. I think it's good to party with a purpose, and that's why I created National Dog Party Day. We covered a lot today, listeners, and I want you to check out what's going on with Mr. Cesar Millan. And be sure to send me your emails, Arden at 4-Legged Life, and the code word Cesar, and we will dash off an autographed copy of What Dogs Want to the 101st person who reaches me. And finally, if you're anywhere near Orlando, Dewey Beach, Delaware, Austin, Texas, or San Diego, get your dog and yourself over to National Dog Party Day on June 21st. As always, I want to give a big pause up to my producer, Mark Winter. He makes this show happen each and every week. And until next time, this is your flea-free host, Arden Moore, delivering just 2 words to all you 2, 3, and 4-leggers out there. Oh, behave.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's Oh Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. All Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.